Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been extremely merciful that He allowed us to live through the month of Ramadan. Whatever little that we could do, whatever little opportunity that He gave us. And to each He gave opportunity according to what each could take. So there is no comparison of that person X did 14 Quran and person Y did only 1 and person X did all the Taraweehs and person Y only prayed at home. Everybody did whatever Allah had written for them to do. If they had done what they could do the most, then they have done enough. If we were lazy ourselves, if despite having an opportunity we did not do something, that's a different story. Where around us, whatever opportunity we got, we applied and we tried our best to make the most of it, then that means that we have done as much as Allah wanted us to do, and inshallah Allah will reward us according to that. So there is no point in being hopeless, being disappointed, in having any remorse that, oh, I did not do enough. That is also being unthankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is also kufran in ni'mat, which we should avoid. So we should be very thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah, if nothing else, allowed us to live through the month of Ramadan, allowed us to fast in the month of Ramadan, allowed us to take care of our families in the month of Ramadan. We often think that, if we are only helping somebody else outside of our house break the fast, then we get the reward of helping somebody break the fast. But the family members who live with us, if we are the bread earners, then we have helped them break their fast as well. If we are the ones who cook for our family members, then we are the ones who help them break the fast as well. So there are multiple ways that we can get the reward of all of these things from within our house as well. So there are a lot of reasons to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and very few reasons to have any regret or any remorse. So please do not have any regret, do not have any remorse. Be extremely grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that in our Nama Amal another month of Ramadan has been written. And also be very content in your heart that now that you have come out of Ramadan, you have not come out dry from that Ramadan. You have come out completely wet from the rain of mercy that was happening in that month. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not deprived us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has rewarded us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. There are 3 states that one can be concerned about. The first state is a state of past. That happened, this went like this, it could have gone this way, if I had done this, if I had that opportunity, only if I could, why, where did that happen from, why me, all those questions that we have regarding our past. The other state is that of future, which is also based on ifs and plannings, that, oh, let me try and do this, let me try and get that, maybe I can have this, if I do this, I will have that in the future, which is all, planning related stuff or wishful thinking related stuff. And there's another state which is the present state. The present state of the 3 states that I mentioned is the most important state, because this is exactly what we have in our control. We neither have any control over our past, that is done and dusted, nor do we have any control over our future, because that is yet to happen. And there are too many circumstances, too many conditions which are not in our control, which we can't change, influence. Yes, there are things that we can do to make it better, but in the end, the outcome is completely out of our hand. What we can influence and what we can do is our present. And that is what I want to talk about. I can easily give you a lecture actually about, future and what it can be and what all about it. And we can all have a regret and feel sorry about what we have done in our past. In the month of Ramadan, what we could have done more and what, else extra we could have done. I did 3, I could have done 6 juz and 6 Quran, and there's no end to it. But that's all gone, that's past. What is important is what the state that we are in now, present. And that present, in my opinion, is a good state. It is a good state because, alhamdulillah, we have, like I mentioned, we have just come out of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, we have just come out of a month which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has declared a month of mercy. If nothing else, we prayed 5 times in that month. If nothing else, we fasted the way it was prescribed. If nothing else, we tried our level best to abstain from all the major sins as much as we could. And that in itself is a great, great blessing. And if we did more than that, then Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us opportunity to do much more. Now that we have come out of it, we need to have this very positive opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the fact that Allah is giving us this opportunity to listen to this talk itself is another sign that Allah wants us to, Allah accepted what we did. So now that we are out of that month, and there we have that noor of that fell in that month in our hearts, we need to be worried as to what we can do in the present right now to preserve that noor. And that is what I want to talk about. There's no point talking about the future, there's no point talking about the past, but what we have in control right now, that is what I want us to focus upon. How can we preserve that noor? How can we hold that noor with us? How can we ensure that that is not lost? What we have gained, the little or the more that Allah gave us, we still came out wet from that month, we still lived through that month, we still had an opportunity to do at least some zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that month, and it was a bonus month. A small thing done had a multiple impact. We got recharged. How do we retain that charge? The last message that I had sent on the group was about retaining the charge, not draining it deliberately and also unconsciously. Draining it deliberately was by doing things which was consciously sinning, and undeliberately was by being in the environment where there was sin. Ensuring that we are doing things which help us retain the noor, the closeness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we have acquired, is what I want to focus on.